What is going on, people? So we're back again. Just waiting for some more people to come in and getting the notification out and getting some people to trickle in. But give me about 3 minutes and then we're gonna start with the show for today. Hope everybody's good. So just give me about 3 minutes. We're waiting for some people to come in and we're gonna get started in about 3 minutes. All right, so let's get started. So, as with every show, I always start off with my creed. I want you guys to repeat this after me. I'm smart, I'm skilled, I will. So let's get into the show. So I want to welcome you guys. I want to thank you guys for taking out your Saturday to come in and hear about tips to not only just grow your page, but just tips around the fitness community, just discussions that a lot of trainers and people have been overall just been talking about and issues that they've been having. So I want it to kind of be like a round table. That's overall the point. The purpose of my channel is just getting people to talk, specifically connecting trainers and clients. So that's pretty much what I do. On top of that, I also train people on the side, but I primarily work in the whole social media space, and I like connecting people together. So what I want you to do is hit share. So the little airplane thing at the bottom, I want you to share this with as many people that you know are into fitness, only fitness people, because we want to get this discussion going on. So hit share before you do anything. So what's been going on with me and the channel? So basically, for the most part, I have just been working on getting my new business off the ground, moving from just what I was doing before, which was training people, to now managing them and helping them, helping people do what I do, which is train online, and hopefully getting people into my space where they can have other people train for them and then work on their social media, work on other aspects of their business. But for the most part, for this week, we've been having more interviews, we've been having better content, we've been focusing on teaching more and starting with the whole teaching thing, my mentorship program, which is free. So message me if you want to be mentored. The goal of it is pretty much to just a pilot program. I want to see if my tips work, if my mentorship works, and if what I'm doing is helping people. So you can get into that for free. I help and I coach. I actually have a mentorship call in about 2 hours. So I'm going to be coaching people, helping them better up their social media and just get better at getting more clients for free, because we want to see if this works. So moving on, we have the candle of the month. So you guys know that the last candle for last month was Strawberry September. That was our hashtag on everything. Strawberry September this, Strawberry September that. So Strawberry September is over. You can still buy strawberry candles. However, our new theme and hashtag that if you use it, I'll tag you and I'll post you on my story. You just use the hashtag Autumn October. That is going to be our tag for October. It'll be autumn, excuse me, it's a tongue twister. Autumn October. That's going to be our tag for October. So I have my pumpkin slash more of a fall-y type of smell, and this is going to be our candle of the month. So make sure that you hashtag Autumn October. Also get yourself a scented candle. Once again, we get them from Homeworks. It's HOMEWRX, and this is labeled the Golden Harvest Pumpkin Collection. So you want to get yourself A really nice scented candle. I've never been into candles until recently, but I started liking them. You know, it's a good way to relax at the end of the day. It's also just a really good smell. It makes your room smell good. It helps you wind down. So you want to get yourself a nice scented candle. And when you post on your story, don't post it in a regular post. Post it on your story. When you post it on your story and I see it or you tag me, I'll repost it and I'll give you a shout out on my story. So make sure you use Autumn October. So moving forward, we have our topic for this evening. So our topic is why are trainers struggling to get clients? So this is important because this was an issue that I had um, when I was training. One second. So this was an issue that I had when I used to train people. Um, it was even an issue when I was training people for free because it's kind of just hard to get your name out there sometimes. And the good news is that you can get clients because there are a lot of people that want different types of training. But the hard thing is that it's just hard to get your name out there and to connect with different people because you're not going to have one client that's taking all of the client, not one client, but you're not going to have one trainer that's taking everybody's clients. So, they can be delegated to different people. But the thing is that people are having trouble, specifically trainers, having trouble getting their name out there, actually getting people to train. So, that so far, one second. So, that so far has been a big issue a lot of people have been having, just trying to get their name out there, trying to properly market themselves for free. Some people they pay for ads. I'm not one to say don't pay for ads. It's just that I prefer warm bases of clients. I prefer a more warm market. I prefer people that actually engage versus somebody just saying something and then they know that you're trying to sell to them. I rather build a sense of community and make it so they can trust you to train them. But that's just been it's been a really big problem that people have been having. And, we're making it our discussion for today. Why are you struggling to get clients? Why are people, specifically people that answer my Q&A questions throughout the week, they want to know why am I struggling? What can I do to fix this? So that's something we're going to be talking about for today. So I have a guest coming on. She is fantastic. She's coming out of England. So my friends from across the pond, I know you guys always joke about my American accent, but now we're going to do the opposite. Just kidding. But we have her coming on, so we're going to add her in a second. One second.
Hello.
How you doing? Okay, finally. So we finally got you in. Let me just adjust this.
Yes.
Okay, let me drop my seat. Okay, that's better. All right. So tell us first, what do you do pretty much? What is your specialty? What is your niche?
First, thank you so much for this, you know, um, invitation and the honor, to be in your live streaming video and taking part on this, you know, live streaming things you do. I believe like very often. It was very nice. Thank you. Yeah. So Tati Dantas. I'm actually from Brazil, but been living in UK for over 15 years. But I know I don't have British accent. I know that at all. And yeah, I've been a trainer for,
Jeez, wow.
yeah, I trained since I was maybe 16, 17, and I could never stop. I
Right.
trained pre, during, and post two pregnancies. I specialize in mainly like women, moms as well, that, just want to get in shape, especially after kids. Um, I used to work in gyms, busy gyms in central London. Then I went for maternity leave. After maternity leave, I started running my own business, which is Started Fitness. Start teaching women high intensity interval training HIIT for them,
Right.
to more mainly focus on fat burning and just get back in shape. Um, And now I'm back in the gym, but I'm also trying to do the, the online coaching as well. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing at the moment. I literally just started working in the gym
Right.
beginning of
Now,
September.
which do you say that you focus more on? Do you focus more on online or gym or both?
During the pandemic, during COVID, I was actually doing forcefully. I was forced to do
Right, right.
online,
I was just about to
and
say that.
and it actually helped my business a lot. So thanks to
Yes.
COVID in that sense, because that's when I was teaching a lot of classes for group of people
Mhm.
and for one-to-ones as well. But at the moment, on gym floor, mainly because I started working in the gym, like in my town, but I wanted to do online as well,
Mhm.
or as much as in one-to-one in person. So yeah,
What would you say is easier?
I think in person.
Ah, okay, okay. So we're just saying because
So I need your
it's
men. I
harder.
need to be mentored by you, by the way, with online.
Exactly. Yeah. It's harder though. It's harder because it's like you can't show them specifically,
Yes,
what you want to do.
yes,
So it's a lot harder. Yeah. Definitely,
a
definitely.
lot more, a lot more. Yeah,
Jeez. But yeah, COVID it made a difference. It made a difference. It helped, but it was also, the
yeah,
drawback.
yeah.
So
It's
let's see.
also
So the
people have
next
no
thing,
choice. Like if you wanna keep fit, you have to do online. So whoever
exactly,
wants
because
to train
everything
serious,
closed.
yes, they had to. Yeah.
So let's see. So the next thing is the topic. So what makes it hard? What would you say is the hardest thing in terms of a lot of trainers that's making it hard for them to find people to actually train?
I think they don't know where to get the leads from.
Mm-hmm.
I think they don't know where to, to get what source, like where, because for instance, like in person, is a gym floor. Like the members are there. You're gonna approach them. You're gonna, start a conversation. You're gonna build reports. But online, you're like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, do I pay? Like we said, do I pay a company to give me the leads? Do I just post in groups? Do I just
Right.
try my Instagram to get, like to attract clients? I think they just don't know where to look, at. They don't know like where the good source of clients, is
Or where to
really.
even start, like just where to even start. Because some people they're like, I don't know where to even begin. You have people who they're in the middle. They're like, I use one thing, but like they don't even know where to plant their foot.
Yeah,
Wow. So how
absolutely.
did you start with the transition? So don't use the gym, but when you transition to online, what did you do?
Like I said, COVID helped me. So even I didn't have a choice. No way I would stay without training. So I had to train at home. But I have
Right.
equipment, I have resistance. Then I got lots of resistance band and I start just like bombarding those groups, like marketing a lot of, I used to make my own, little posters and just bombard them. Guys, I'm teaching a class, let's train. Don't let COVID put you off. I just literally like start advertising a lot and
Mhm.
showing as well my own progress because I lost a lot of like muscles during the pandemic
Right.
and then I had
Right.
to build up again muscle memory. They came back. So I was kind of showing off and also advertising at the same time. And for me personally, that's why it worked. Just bombarding
Mhm.
groups, just advertising. I didn't have Instagram by them, so I
Right.
use a lot of Facebook groups. And a
Exactly.
lot of people, a lot of women, okay, let me join a class. I have no gyms to go to. I want to keep fit. And then it kind of worked this way.
Exactly.
Yeah, luckily
Exactly.
it worked. Yeah.
So what percent would you say now is online that you have, and what percent is from the gym itself right now?
Small percentage, very small percentage
Very
online.
small. In
If
which one? In online or in the
online,
gym?
no, small online.
Online, right? And it makes sense. It makes sense. 'Cause everybody's going back to being now. What about during the end of COVID? Not at the very end, but like around, let's say, fall 2020, when things started to calm down a little bit.
I had more online. The
Still
online
more,
was
still
still more.
exactly, and it makes
Now it's
sense.
almost like back to normal. So everyone's like, why don't you train online? So
Mm-hmm.
even I need to see because I know there's customers, members, not members, but the clients, sorry, potential clients that only wants to do online. But
Mm-hmm.
even I like, where do I get them from?
Exactly.
Is it
Yeah.
mouth to mouth? Is it my clients telling a friend, but the friend doesn't want to go? So even myself, I need to learn a lot. I need to like follow probably your advices and be mentored by you and understand like where this market is really.
Right. And then on top of that, the people that they still like it because they're like, it's easier, and then you can train them, if they're not around you. Because I know you being in England, you guys still have a lot of gyms and just a lot more space. Um, so you want to have people that you can train and stuff, but they can't come to you. So how do you
Hmm.
deal with that with people that they want you, but you can't come to them, or they can't come to you? Like somebody that might live in, let's say they live in up in Liverpool. How would you do that if they live too far from
I would literally just try to convince them to do online, and I need to prove and I need to show that it works. So I have a lot of testimonies, thank God,
you?
during the
Smart.
COVID, yeah, from the people who used to train. Because I used to almost like do like a live streaming video, like why don't you believe in
Don't
training
know.
from home, or even like, yeah,
Mhm.
online training? It works as well. Even I have pictures of myself before and after to show people that it does work. And the way personally I do as well, I'm on a camera review. I have people that train online, which for me is fine. It's just another way to do that. They give you the program and see you later. But I'm with the clients throughout, so I'm telling them what to do. I'm motivated online. Whoever is a class with like 10, 20 people all one-to-one, it's still online, and I have to just prove to them that it does work, get testimony from people who did the class, and yeah, it works. I changed my shape. Whoever is weight loss or building lean muscle, it does work. And actually, the comfort of your house, you don't need to be intimidated. I had people that used to have cameras on, and I had people cameras off through the class. I don't want to be seen, so okay, but you follow me.
Exactly.
Yeah, you follow like along the
Exactly.
way, and it works.
Wow.
Yeah. So I
And
train
and it
people from
helps.
Japan. I train people from Brazil. I train people from England,
That's
Wales,
what I was about to ask. Yeah, how
different
many
countries,
people do you have? So
different
it's different
countries,
countries.
and that is
Wow,
cool. Wales, Japan, Brazil, different parts of UK, all in the same group.
that's
So
amazing. So,
yeah.
what advice would you give somebody who's they're just starting out training and they want to get more people online? They want to come out the gym. What advice would you give them to do?
Ooh, advertise a
Mm.
lot, because like you said, why would that person, what makes that person want to train with you? What's unique about you, and why they should believe in online training? Because for me personally, one of the biggest challenges was to convince people why the online PT works. They're like, yeah, it doesn't work. I can just turn on YouTube, watch a workout, and that's it.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
then you need to explain to them that it's still personal, still tailored made for you, and it's still we're trying to achieve your goals. It's not just you turning a random workout on YouTube and you're doing. Anyone can do that for free. YouTube has millions of videos now, but no, I'm still your personal trainer. It's personal. You understand? So I think you need to make that person understand that it's personal. I'm still doing everything tailored made for you, and it works. And for somehow just prove to them that it works. Whoever pictures, testimonies, even maybe yourself. Look, I trained during the COVID and it does work. There was no gyms to go, and I still achieve my goal. So, and advertise, 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 because that's what I did, and personally worked for me. People start coming
Especially
through.
when you are home. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
you have to spend time on social
Amazing.
media these days to do that. You have to.
Definitely. So, last thing, what is your fitness story? So, just give us a little bit of your background, how you even got into fitness in the first place.
Wow. I always did like sports. I've been active since I was born. I joke that I think I was maybe 2 or 3 years old. I'm all swimming in a swimming pool. So I did a lot of swimming. I went for swimming competition, Olympic gymnastics, went through competitions as well. Then I tried basketball because my dad is into basketball. But I was kind of like doing this there, but always active. And then one day I'm like, I'm gonna try gym. And since I set my foot in a gym, I could never leave anymore. I just literally fell in love with weights. I just fell
Wow.
in love with this particular sport, and I never left anymore. I think I was about 16, 17 years old, and I could never stop anymore. And then I came to England to study, to try a different lifestyle, and obviously I had to join a gym. And then from joining the gym, I actually met my husband. He helped me to get into the industry. He said, "Why don't, if you have a passion, why don't you make this, like like a job, like search this
Mhm.
professionally?" And then start studying level 2, become a gym instructor, then level 3 personal trainer, and I cannot see myself doing nothing else now.
Wow. Same.
I just
Same.
love
Wow.
this. Yeah,
Did you have a trainer when you first started at all?
like personal trainer for me.
Yeah, when you first started, or it was just you. Okay. So I'm noticing that with everybody, it's the same thing. They kind of just try to see what works. when
Yeah.
they first start, though.
To be honest, my husband is a personal trainer as well, like gym manager, and he started saying like, "Oh, can I help you train your triceps?" He said, and I'm okay. So it's almost like kind of was like joining him, and in a way, he was teaching me a lot. You know, honestly, like he's into bodybuilding as well, and I learned pretty much. Honestly, I'm gonna just give it to him. Everything I know is from him. Because
Wow.
one thing is paperwork, is books, is like I know person a lot of guys that they just qualify but they don't know nothing. And
Mhm.
I had a privilege, you know, the honor to actually learn from a great bodybuilder, let's put it way, amateur, no, but yeah, like a personal trainer, a person with a lot of experience, and you know, so I was really like blessed to actually have him on my journey, and then obviously the qualification, the paperwork came, but not paying personal trainer, but yeah, I had him as a, you know,
Mhm. At least the guidance is
yes,
there.
yes, yeah.
Definitely. So I want to thank you so much for coming on. I'm gonna
Thank
link your
you.
thing when I post it. It'll have you a link, but they already have the thing here. It'll show. But I want to thank you
Mhm.
so much for having you on, and we're gonna have another
Obrigada.
one in the future. Definitely, definitely.
Thank you so much. I'll speak to you about the mentoring festival places, you know, so I'm very, you know, excited about it
Definitely.
as well. Thank you so much. It was just such
Yeah,
an honor. And I
no
hope it
problem.
helps our trainers as well.
Yes, and I'll send some your way. So get ready for that.
Thank you.